Hey, you guys, it's Crystal, and I'm so excited to share my latest find with you. Now, if you don't like to talk about periods and you get embarrassed if somebody is talking about underwear, this is not the video for you, so you can just go ahead and shut it off right now. Okay, but if you are curious about the Thinx period underwear, I've got all the awesome information that you want to know, and you might be too embarrassed to ask somebody else. So here we go. I have been looking at Thinx for probably a year and a half and wanting to try them. I thought it was a little bit pricey. I wasn't sure if they were going to work, and so I just kept, saying, well, maybe next month, or, just kept putting it off. And their marketing team must be pretty incredible, because I'm scrolling through Facebook. Oh, look, there's an ad for Thinx. So it just kept coming up, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to give it a try. So bottom line, I absolutely love these underwear. Like, no doubt, freaking love them. I should have bought them a long time ago. Okay, there's a few things that I wasn't quite so happy with, but we can get into that. Mostly, I just wish that I had more and that I would have bought them sooner. So I will let you know what I started with. I tried to get a set so that I'd have enough for my period. I could have used some more. I got one hip hugger. Now, I was afraid that this one was going to be like a granny panty, because I'm not used to even wearing bikinis, and this one just looked like huge on the website. It's actually my absolute favorite. I love this one. It's made for your heavy days. I feel, since it was my first time using them and I wasn't sure, how well they actually absorb, I felt a lot more comfortable with this one than the other ones, because it was made for the most flow. And I ended up only buying one of these, so I'm going to get more of those. The other kind that I bought, this is called Sporty something. Anyway, these are super cute. I really like those. I bought 3 of those. They are for like light to medium days, and so I use those when I use a menstrual cup, and then I have these as a backup. They actually do absorb. Since I didn't have more hip huggers, I was wearing the Sporty on probably like a medium to heavy day, and I was very surprised at how much it absorbed. More gruesome details on that in a second. I also bought one thong. I only bought one because I was kind of skeptical, like, how in the world is a thong gonna do anything when I'm on my period? But they recommend this one for like super light days, or when you think your period's about to start, you're not quite sure what day, or on the tail end when it's pretty much gone, but you need a little something. So I did get that one. So like I said, my favorite is a hip hugger. These are ones that are absolutely amazing for heavy days. I actually did use my cup along with the hip hugger, and these are perfect for overnight. So if you look on the inside, I don't know if you can see very well, but they have like a thick, it's not actually too thick, but anyway, a lining that goes all the way up into the back seam on the hip hugger. So if you're lying down in bed and you get that like brush up your back, causing stains on your sheets, that just made me crazy. It's like my least favorite thing about my period is staining my sheets. The last thing you want to do when you wake up in the morning feeling all crampy is have to change your sheets. So anyway, hip huggers are really awesome for overnight. The Sporty was really great. It actually, I probably use this one to capacity. This might be a little TMI, so if you don't want to hear it, just stop listening. Anyway, so I was wearing this one on a heavy day, and I did have my cup in, but I was trying to kind of see how long I could go without changing them, because I didn't know what the max capacity was, and I wasn't quite sure what it was going to feel like, because at the very beginning I was changing them probably too often, just because it kind of freaked me out to like not have anything, any kind of like insurance of not having a leak down there. So anyway, the experience that I had is that they absorb very quickly. You can't tell that it's wet, so it feels dry when it's up against your skin. When this one did get full, I guess, it felt kind of heavy. So imagine like a diaper that's sagging. You know, you've seen little toddlers run around with a saggy diaper. It did kind of get a little bit heavy, and I could tell that it was saturated, but I wasn't getting any moisture or wetness on my legs, you know, anyway, or anywhere else. It felt dry. Anyway, feels dry, not weird. The thong one I had on, all the other ones, you know, were in the wash cycle or whatever, and I was on day 4. I think it was like the night of day 4, and pretty much I'm like, okay, you know, it's gonna be over pretty soon. I thought it was okay. I didn't even have my cup in, and I went to a friend's house and realized, whoa, I've got a little action happening, and I only had the thong on. So that was like the one time that I got nervous that I'm gonna have a leak in my jeans. It's gonna be embarrassing, but actually it was pretty good at absorbing, and it wasn't, you know, a tremendous amount of flow, but it did absorb more than I expected it to, so I was very, very happy. So I went an entire period cycle with absolutely zero waste, you guys. Nothing. No pads, no tampons, just my menstrual cup and these underwear. Oh my gosh. And it's so comfortable. They're so comfortable. And if you're used to wearing pads, I had been wearing pads for a while because I was concerned about tampons and toxic shock syndrome. Even with the organic tampons, they can make your cramping a lot worse. And so I found when I was not wearing tampons, my cramps were not as bad. So then that meant I was using the menstrual cup, but then I'd still need a backup. So I was still having a liner or a light pad, and having to throw that away and deal with that. So anyway, I'm super duper excited. It was like seriously my best period ever. I was so excited about these underwear. Like ridiculously excited that they actually worked, number one, that they were comfortable, and that I finally found a solution. No leaks ever, not a single leak, and this is my first time through using them. So I was super duper impressed. They are really easy to wash, and it's not gross. I have in the past used reusable like organic cotton pads, and you have to like stack 2 or 3 of them, you know, to make it like super absorbent, and then you have this really thick pad in your underwear. It feels nasty. But anyway, all you have to do when you're finished using the underwear is rinse them under cold water, and kind of rinse them out, squeeze them until it runs clear, and then that's it. Set it aside until you do your wash. Throw them in the wash. I put them in a little intimates bag because you don't want to put them in the dryer. Hang them to dry, and that's it. Super, super simple. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. So if you've been wanting to try them, I highly, highly, highly recommend them. Seriously, it has absolutely changed my period. Like, I can't wait for my next period. I'm going to buy more of these underwear and just feel really good about it. Not contributing to the landfill and taking care of my body, not putting any kind of bleached tampons or chemicals up where it's not supposed to be. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I would love to help you out with it. Thanks so much.